We've all heard them. Those scary stories that someone tells to be absolute truth. Welcome to Scary Tales and Dollies. Hey everybody. Today we have a very special guest star baby with us to do Scary Tales and Dollies. This is Aubrey, and she is from All About Reborn Nora's channel. My sis Nikki brought her over for me to babysit her for a few days. So I thought that it would be a great idea to let Aubrey help me do the Scary Tales and Dollies this week. We've got a super scary story for you. She's got her little sippy cup full of milk. She's all ready. Aren't you, Aubrey? She says she's not scared. She brought her little book in here. She's got her little Cookie Monster book. She said that's about as scary as it gets for her. It's Cookie Monster. So, are you ready for this scary tale? I'll describe to you her little outfit before we get into the spooky story. We have our little Huggies baby wipes. And she's going to wear this diaper with feathers. That is an honest diaper, I guess. And this giant pink headband. Whoops, I almost dropped it. With a big bow that I love. Every little girl should have a big headband. And all this came from Pat Pat. Her mommy got this from Pat Pat, so it's still in its little bag. Just going to place that right there. And she's going to wear this little dress that has Paris on it. This little dress is beautiful. It's got a blue background, a sunshine up in the right shoulder, corner of the right shoulder with little clouds. And then it's got the ocean, and there's a little dude on a surfboard. And then it has like the little countryside. It kind of looks like a little map. So it has all kinds of little iconic locations, like, you know, the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that. So let's get started. Today's story is The Crying Lady of the Dakota. Built in the late 19th century, the Dakota is a Gothic-style building that sits shrouded in mystery, nestled between 72nd Street and Central Park West in New York. So what's so special about this building? Ghost stories have been told by occupants of this building for many, many years. Built in 1880, commissioned by Edward Clark, who was the founder of the Singer's Sewing Machine Company, the Dakota was a whopping $1 million investment that could house up to 60 families. It was said the building was booked up long before it opened, and apparently there were no vacancies for 45 years. Only the elite of the elite could live there. And at present day, just to apply to live there, applicants must submit financial and tax documents that go back for years, as well as have a background check and pay a $1,000 application fee. Some more recent famous residents you may recognize are Connie Chung, Maury Povich, Rosemary Clooney, Yoko Ono, and John Lennon. John Lennon met his demise in front of this very building, but we'll come back to that. Legend has it there's a crying lady who roams the halls of the Dakota, and everyone warns that you should not ever approach the crying lady if you see her, because if you try to console her or ask her what's wrong, she runs towards you screaming with her hollow eyes staring into your soul, and right before she reaches you, she disappears into thin air. And whoever she she comes in contact with in this way has nightmares for weeks. So who is the crying lady? And what is she doing there? So the story goes that a young, prominent, and up-and-coming steel tycoon around 1918 rented a luxurious 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home in the Dakota for his new wife and himself. He was away a lot due to his job responsibilities and came in contact with lots of people. And unfortunately, during the Spanish influenza outbreak, he became infected and succumbed to it. His wife was devastated to be delivered such news. And for days, she roamed the halls crying, refusing to eat. No one could console her. If someone tried to, she would attack them. Things got bad as the days turned into weeks, and the crying lady still cried and roamed the halls. Finally, her family came to collect her, and rumor has it, she was put in an insane asylum, which was common practice back in those days. No one of those times ever saw her again, at least not in body. Now let's fast forward to 1979 when John Lennon lived there with his wife, Yoko Ono. He reportedly told his wife he saw a crying lady roaming the halls on more than one occasion. And when he mentioned it to other residents in the building, they too gave him the warning to never approach this lady and to just let her roam by you and cry. But this ghost story doesn't end here. John Lennon was assassinated outside the Dakota in 1980 by Mark David Chapman. He was only 40 years old when his life was taken. Yoko still continues to live on this building to this day, and she told the New York Post she saw her husband's ghost one night just sitting at the piano. And when he noticed she could see him, he assured her that it was okay and said, "Don't be afraid, I'm still with you." Now, the Dakota stands tall and proud, a Gothic-style building with literally its own power grid, fireproof walls, and luxury apartments. It's been said the only thing scarier than the reported hauntings of this home to the elite is the resident approval board, who gets their fulfillment by rejecting rich and famous celebrities. So, what's the big allure? Why does everybody go to such lengths just to live at the Dakota? As they say, people are just dying to get in. Maybe it's simply a natural selection process. People are just more drawn to old buildings with certain qualities of architecture, overall aesthetic, and environment. Maybe it's just the pure essence of the building. In other words, sometimes the it factor is having an experience of creepiness. So that may explain why the living people want to live there so badly. But what about the ones who've passed on but still remain at the Dakota? Do they choose to stay because of some ambient sensation? Or are they trapped there? Is there some kind of vortex hidden from this plane of existence on the corner of 72nd and West Central Park? And does it funnel spirits into the Gothic-style building? Is it maybe the geology of the location? It's been reported that areas with unusual magnetic fields are particularly conducive to ghosts and hauntings. There's been many sightings of the crying lady at the Dakota, as well as other phenomenon over the years. So maybe one day, the guy at the piano, John Lennon, will play a song so that the crying lady stops crying and becomes the happy lady. We can hope. So, why do you think people, living or dead, are so drawn to the Dakota? Is it geology? Is it supernatural? You decide. I hope you enjoyed this week's Scary Tales and Dollies. And so now that we've got this little darling dressed and we've had our scary tale told, let's go over this beautiful little outfit that this cute baby girl has on one last time. Here she is from head to toe with that big pink bow on her headband, those sparkling blue eyes with little green flecks, and she has her little pink diamond earrings in her ears and that gorgeous toothy grin that she has. And then she has her little sippy cup. It is a little potato brand sippy cup. And her little dress that I think just looks darling on her. And these little brown sandals that are just the sweetest. So there are going to be 6 more episodes to this season of Scary Tales and Dollies. I decided, instead of it just being like a constant ongoing thing, that every new season, like this is like the spring season, I will have 8 episodes of Scary Tales and Dollies. And then when summer rolls around, I'll do the same thing again. Fall, winter, same thing. I'll just keep doing that until people get tired of hearing them. And maybe you never will, but I'm having fun telling the stories and researching spooky stories that are told to be true. So if you or anyone you know would like to have a scary tale that you have experienced featured in one of my Scary Tales and Dolly stories, reach out to me and we'll make it happen. So that's it for this week's Scary Tales and Dollies, y'all. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.